roads, twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed.
Premier Race.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Irish Hills of Michigan as we're about to bring you Murph's Magical Creation 200. I'm Mike McKinnon, joined tonight by Dean Hopton Biggles. He's going to produce and help us in the booth. We're going to be one man short tonight. So this track, Dean, at 2 miles, approaching 200 miles an hour into the corners. Looks like the weather, air temps down, track temps down. They should have some fairly good grip, but super abrasive service here, my friend.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one here at the Michigan International Speedway. So welcome everybody here to, of course, for the Most Magical Creation series. And just going over quickly as well, too, we got a few of the information that you have tonight. So we're going to have 3 tire sets over the wall, no fast repairs, 15 green-white checkered attempts if needed. Hopefully we don't go that many. And 100% fuel capacity, which should get about 33 laps on a tank, Mike. That's at least what Cody has informed me if you're doing race control tonight. And yes, sir, we got to look at our schedule as well, too, at the moment there, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at that, man. We're going to go to Michigan tonight, and then we're going to be at Phoenix next week. That's a nice little 1 mile hard track for these boys. And then we're going road course racing, Watkins Glen. Always a fun time. I was running about 109 there, so I expect these guys to run all the way down low 108, 107. Then we'll go to the Tricky Triangle at Pocono and then on to Talladega. So the schedule is wide open, Dean, and I love it. The interesting thing about tonight, you said 33 laps on fuel. I agree, that's a pretty good fuel run, but they only have, after the start, they only have 2 sets of tires in the pit. So if they take one at lap 40, which will be our mandatory caution, they'll have to go 60. Well, they'll have 1 set in the middle for a caution, but it's going to come down to tire management. I think a lot of guys think this is a speedway, basically. You're just drafting. No. If you're able to conserve tires here, Dean, you can drive away from these guys about 25, 30 laps into the run.
Should be very interesting to see how that's going to pan out tonight. There's all our sponsors, of course, across the bottom. We have to bring on each and every single one of the races that they sponsor here for the different series that we have on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, the DSR Electric series that we have on the Monday nights. We do have the Premier Endurance, Prosper Endurance Racing Series on the Tuesdays, every bi-weekly. Then tonight, of course, we have the Pultz Poppers ARCA series, and then on Thursdays, now that we'll be starting up very soon, will be the Concerns of Police Survivors. It'll be back, moved from the Friday to the Thursday night series, so we can give everybody that weekend off. But you're not getting this weekend off, my friend, because you should be very much a part of the 6 hours of Daytona that we'll be having a special event here on May the 31st here. So $40 per team, two-man teams. You got the GTPs, the LMP2s, the GT3 class cars. We're still looking for teams to sign up, still looking for some LMP2s as well. So there'll be payouts, there'll be race control, we'll be broadcasting it. You'll have that fast prepared, but just the one for 6 hours. So choose it wisely. So make sure you sign up for that. Click the, scan that QR code and get in there. There's still time. And get your 6 hours of Daytona. It'll be a lot of fun, my friend, for the road course.
Oh, absolutely. And if you haven't seen the road course at Daytona, it's fantastic. We go through the infield, a lot of sharp corners, little technical sections. Then we go down the backstretch, wide open into a chicane that will test your braking and test everybody's braking. And before we come all the way back around, I mean, it's a fantastic road course. Should be a great event. Yeah. And these guys are just about finished up with the qualifying, so we'll be getting you that lineup here real soon.
Should have some Top Guns in that one, including MDW, who's dominating the Prosper Endurance Racing Series. And, of course, he's the champion from the Concerns Police Survivors Series as well, too. So if you want to get out there and beat MDW and his teammate, good luck. But for tonight, let's have a look at our starting grid.
Starting grid for the Pultz Poppers ARCA series tonight, we're going to see Joshua Rodriguez, P1. He'll be alongside Keith Haney there in P2. Row 2, that'll bring us to Matt Cherry, defending DSR Electric Truck Champion, and alongside him will be the 16 of Carson Woodward. Row 3, that'll bring us Shane Trotter in that familiar 29. He'll be alongside the 96 of Jonathan Woodward. Row 4, we see Tyler Justice in that 6, Joshua Clemens in the number 20. Hopefully his luck can change. He's had some bad luck. Row 5, stop bringing up the top 10 right here. We're going to have Joshua Schuss in the 80. And then alongside him, we'll see Anthony Harden in that 88 machine, Dean.
Yep, that's the John Deere cowboy man himself there. Chris Ellis with Mike Kostick will be rounding up for the 11th and 12th position on row 6. Row 7, we'll switch it over to the legend himself there, Mr. Jonathan Caulfield, always a weapon out in the track there, and Shane Buey will be lining up next to him in the 55 car. Row 8, we'll switch over to Timothy Hammond and Curtis Banks for 15th and 16th. Row 9, we'll bring you Matthew Cummings and Corey Miller. And over to row 10 here tonight there, Jeremy Holt there and Mark Caulfield.
Good to see Mark with pretty good effort there. So row 11, we got Stephen Gregory. I believe he's second and third in your point standing right now. He'll be alongside the third place finisher last week of Adam Lichty in the 35. Row 12, the 59 of Matthew Carabina alongside, JJ there in the 33, bringing up P24. See row 13, that'll bring us to Axel Smith. I believe he is our points leader, two-time winner. He'll be alongside Jeff Merck, and we know Merck will be making moves all night long, as he always does. Row 14, that'll bring us Peyton Johnson. He'll be alongside Asher Little. These boys have had a lot of talks in the chat room this week, so this ought to be fun. Row 15, Robert Richardson in the 5. And rounding out the top 30, Dean, we see Tony Burleson.
Yeah, there's going to be an interesting showdown there. Buzzy's going to be starting there back on P31 there with Steve Barnett. And I believe we'll go to Cody Knott, who will be not racing tonight and be doing race control. So thank you, Cody, for dedicating your time to switch up your racing gloves there and sit there and try to sort out, hopefully, no major shenanigans tonight there. But if there is any major shenanigans, Cody's going to be right on the ball there. The race details for tonight that we mentioned earlier, so we'll have a mandatory caution at lap 40. We'll go to a total of 100. No stage breaks in this series, and 100% fuel capacity that you spoke about before that, Mike.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting, folks. As you can see, all the grooves. You can run almost every one of those grooves. You can go anywhere you want. You got to watch the marbles a little bit. High bank, totally different than the Fontana track. This is super high-speed track. They'll be approaching 200 miles an hour entering the corner. The test runs by myself in a single car, I was 198 into the corner, and I did not have to lift for the first 4 or 5 laps. So this is going to get interesting. We're going to have a little, it'll be draft dependent, of course. We see the lights staying on here. We'll see if they come off, and we'll get ready to get this thing started. Storylines for tonight. Axel Smith, of course. 2-time winner so far. Stephen Gregory, he's won as well. Several very fast guys in this stuff that's had some really bad luck. We'll see it tonight. It's going to depend on the draft. Track temps are down. They should have a good grip level. So this is going to be an interesting to call, Dean.
Yeah, I believe if we've already done a lot of Kyle Busch memorials here for Forever Rowdy there, of course, tonight. We won't forget Rowdy, of course. I don't think anyone's going to forget Rowdy for any time soon. So perhaps if we have the time, of course, we might go silent on lap 8, lap 18, and lap 51 to represent his numbers.
Sounds good to me. I hope the folks, I don't think they'd mind that, and get my voice out of the way and let the cars make the noise. That sounds good to me. So here we go. We got Josh Rodriguez up front. Keith Haney, he's had some terrible luck. Matt Cherry, same way, terrible luck. Woodward, we've seen him up front quite a bit lately, Dean. So I expect this to be interesting. The low line should prevail very early, but it also gets very loose down there. So watch for the high side to start coming in as these guys get ready to take the green here. So we'll see which can get a better restart. And the control car will be Josh Rodriguez.
Trust your judgment, my friend Mike, because you have driven a lot more laps than I've ever driven before in my life. Barney's going to get to go wave that flag to go green.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
And green flag's out. As I said, we watch Rodriguez, Haney, Cherry, Trotter, Justice, Woodward, all these guys barrel it down into here. They will not be all the way up to speed probably until they enter turn 3, possibly a little farther behind. But watch for this bottom lane. It should prevail right away. But yeah, you see Rodriguez, good run through the middle. But these will build loose. You'll have a little bit of a tight condition if you get later in the run, but these will build loose on the bottom. So that's one thing we really got to look for here, Dean. As I said, these guys are going to go 3, 4 wide as we already see it fanned out all over the racetrack.
See, it's very, very gloomy weather conditions as well, too. It must have bring some of that rain over. I got rain. It's been thundering down here in Australia as well, too. But no chances of rain, just many mucky, overcast conditions. Cherry looking to make a run on Rodriguez for the lead.
Yeah, Cherry dives in deep. See if he can slide up. He does. Makes a move right there. This right here is the danger spot for the night, folks. Off of turn 2, any tightness at all, and you either get out of the gas or you're in trouble. You see Rodriguez, great exit off the corner without a lot of help from any other cars, able to pull past Cherry. So Rodriguez, Cherry, Keith Haney holding serve right there in third. Carson Woodward, Justice. We got Joshua Suss moving up, Trotter, all these guys in the mix. And as I said, folks, we'll watch all night long. These guys are going to fan all over this track. We just have to kind of wait, see what happens. But the trouble spot, as I said, most of the time will be right here. Exiting 2, you build a little tight right here, and this wall comes up very fast. So we'll have to keep an eye on that tonight if we get 2, 3 wide racing. As for now, kind of expected to get this train. The draft is super important with these cars, Dean.
How is it when you're out at front too, Mike? Can you really get a run away from people? Is clean air king here, or it doesn't seem to be at the moment because it looks like everybody trying to tackle the lead here is busting all that wind there and loses a lot of speed.
Yeah, I mean, clean air can help, of course. It'll help you with some tire saving. If we get long runs, you'll see it. You'll see the guys that have managed, the rear tire at the front, everything. They can get a little bit, but for the most part, you're going to see this type of racing. It's almost like a super speedway on steroids. No restrictor plates, tons of speed. And you can see even a single car, not in the draft, if he's in the right position, can side draft and still make a little bit of move forward.
You can see we've had a little exchange there. I'll tell you what, Timothy Hammond's up 11 places in P4 at the moment. Who's going straight down on the inside apron there? That's allowed, I presume, there, Mike, to go on there because it's not a yellow line, is it?
Correct.
So, yep, okay.
No, that's correct. Yep. You can use any of that inside right there. That's fine. That apron is fine. That will also hurt your tires a little bit, though. A lot of guys will do that in qualifying, of course, for sure, but it can hurt your tires. Most of the time, second, third line will prevail here eventually as you start to get a little time where you
caution.
see, oh, we've got a yellow.
It's JJ.
Looks like JJ in trouble.
I believe so. Looks like maybe Shane Bowie as well, too. JJ and Shane Bowie have come together. Yeah. Just as Timothy Hammond was about to make a move to the lead, actually. He's up 12 places as well, too. So, where did he just find that pace from? But let's go back and have a look at our Pultz Poppers replay.
Yeah, folks, we'll get us a look here. See what we got.
Oh, full wide, mate. You know where this is going to go, don't you?
All fanned out. There's Bowie on the outside. And as I said, off of 2, there it is.
You called it.
You come off of 2, and that's where you almost always see it. And poor JJ, he got slammed in there hard, lost some front end. He's probably going to be down on power. We'll just have to wait and see. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's the spot that's so hard side by side right there, Dean.
You absolutely called it, my friend, didn't you? You said out of 2, wasn't it? You can see a little slide up here for a second. Keep an eye on the 33 and the 55. Bang, there it is. That's an interesting one. Yep.
Yeah, that happens more than anybody wants to admit because you think you're good and it's a little bitty bit of a slip and you touch the wall and it brings you back down, and this is what we get. Bowie and JJ. Big trouble right on the first couple laps here. I guess big track. We might as well step away and take a break, Dean. Let's take us a break. We'll come back, folks, and bring you the restart.
Starbase, 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic.
Yeah, that was a little earlier than I expected.
Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, hold on. We're live, my friend. My apologies. We're back.
All right, well, that was a quick one, but we're back.
Quick, not sure what happened there.
So I don't believe we'll have any kind of pit stop. So what we're going to see here is Cherry Rodriguez holding serve. There's the big mover, everybody. Timothy Hammond already up 12 positions. He's going to start from that 3rd place position. And Dean, I guess you probably, like I said, you've never been to Michigan. This track's a little bit south. I believe it's just a little southwest of Jackson, Michigan. And nestled up in a bunch of hills, so you never know what you're going to get for weather. You brought up the gloomy weather. It can bring in fog. It can bring in a lot of things. So this track is very interesting, and for the drivers, it's very fun to drive, my friend.
Seems so at the moment. Everybody seems to be out there making some gains out there and enjoying themselves. Quite impressive.
Yeah, it's just, let's say, it's one of those places. You got to have some help. You need some draft, but you will get huge runs, and you'll see that over, I think, a few times as this race goes on. Guys will be 3-4 car lengths back. By the time they get into 3, they're there. They slingshot down. I think we'll see quite a bit of that before it's all said and done tonight. But oh, did we miss our lap 8? I think we're just going to let them do the pace lap right here, folks. We're going to let the 8 for Kyle Busch right here, and we'll be back in a second. All right, so we are approaching the restart zone. That was lap 8. We just did that for the memory of Kyle Busch. So here we go back to the restart, Dean. Matt Cherry made his way to the front. Josh Rodriguez on the outside. Hammond, Woodward, Justice, Haney, Trotter, and Jonathan Woodward also making his way up here into the top 10 with a really good restart out of Cherry there. See, Rodriguez, that's the line I like down there, but I burn up too much tire, so that's why I'm not racing anymore. So you'll see this draft effect all night long, folks. It'll pull guys right up here, and they'll make their move in 3 several different times because you get such a run down the back stretch here, Dean.
A couple of drivers that daunting some flashbacks for the Kyle Busch liveries as well, too, as you can currently see, which is fantastic. Absolutely. You can see a little bit of shuffling at the moment. There's Timothy trying to make his way up 13 places now, and he wants to bring it to Cherry, who's hitting the wall. A little bit of a tank slapper there for our current champion for the Cup Series.
Yeah, it looked like he got a right rear into the wall just a little bit on a big arc, which is what you want here. That'll keep your momentum. But you see all these guys packed together. I expect to see this most of the night. You're going to see at least a 8, 9, 10 car train, I would think. But if we get a long run, folks, you never know. You might see guys that can save tires start to make a move, as we are going to have a competition caution at lap 40. That'll be our only stop for the night. We're running 100 laps. So they only have 2 sets of tires, and I still think that is, that's an extra one for sure. They'll be okay. But they're somewhere along the line, they're going to have to make about a 40-lap run, Dean.
Yeah, we mentioned probably about 33 laps that they're going to have on a tank of gas. That's pending that they don't. That's pending that during the cautions, if they just go straight to the green without a pit stop. So far, a lot of drivers haven't taken a pit stop. We've seen about half a field from about 22nd on downwards take a pit stop. Peyton Johnson, Bobby in P15's taken a pit stop, but everybody else stayed out under our first caution that we've had. Now they're going a little single file. Here goes Rodriguez on the inside there of Cherry.
Yeah, there's that run I was talking about. See if he can do the slider, which the bottom lane should prevail here. He should be able to slide up. But, he thinks a little better of it. Maybe feeling like he was going to get a little loose there if he slid on up. So give it back to Cherry at the line, I believe. Oh, whew, that's tight right in there, Josh. Yeah, it felt like he had to get back in line, Dean. I guess that was a little bit tight. Just lucky that Shane Trotter was nice early in the race, I guess.
Yeah, and you also can't win the race, can you, on lap 12 of 100, so play your cards right. Just as long as you want to stay up the front there and get your pit stop strategies a little bit later on better. I don't see any reason why you need to be risking it for the biscuit too much. I think you want to be staying away from that 3 field at the back there. The midfield is getting a bit tight there, so that's the area there you want to really be very cautious, because they're basically 2 wide, sometimes 3 wide through here.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you there. We see some wiggling out of a few of these guys. I don't know if the arrow is playing tricks with them or what it is. Here we're on board with Axel Smith, 2-time winner, Kurt points leader, as he has worked his way up behind Jonathan Woodward to get a little wall slap again. Oh, these guys, it's a pretty straight shot right here, but they're trying to take up as much track as possible, keep the momentum as high as they can. Axel using the goodie off these tires down here and see if he can pull off this move.
I love the gold 96. As you can see, Woodward just hits the fence there as well, too. Some fantastic liveries we have. Axel Smith, biggest gainer at the moment, too. 18 places, Axel, moving quickly.
Yeah, he's been a little bit of a phenomenon since he showed up. He is super quick every time. Him and Asher a little both, and Asher has worked his way all the way up into the 9th position.
That's right.
Running right at the rear of this group. So, see that 4th car in line right there, popping out. I don't know if it's going to work for him here. There was a lot of momentum for Trotter to jump down there, so we'll just have to wait and see if this pays off for him. Side by side for the lead, Cherry, Rodriguez. Not getting too close, not taking too many chances on the side draft, able to tuck back in. This is the kind of racing I expect to see right here. Back and forth, a lot of draft. Guys will take their shots, Dean. They'll take them over and over again. And you see Tim Hammond trying it on the inside.
Yeah, Timmy dropped back. He was up the front here for a second, dropped back a little bit to about 4th or 5th, but he's coming back up through there. I think he realizes that the likes of Axel Smith and Ashton Little are coming through the field there pretty thick and fast. Joshua Sussin, a solid P7 as well, too. He's up a couple of places. I think it's better to be getting up the front as quickly as possible here, because as I said, I'd be a little skeptical in that midfield especially as those tires start wearing off, and then you find that wall becomes closer and closer and closer at a turn, especially at a turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely. It tightens down. And for everybody's information out there, there's a new rule been implemented in this field. That is an X limit. And if you're not an iRacer, I'll explain that. An X limit is when you get damage, you get issued 1X, 4X, 8X, whatever. If you get to 20X in this race, you're going to get an EOL, I think. If you get to 25, you're going to get a drive-through penalty. And if you get to 30, the car is just going to disappear. So if you see your favorite driver just disappear, you know he had too much damage and he's been too many incidents and he's going to get kicked right to the curb.
Parked, you think? Race control from race control there? Is that the situation?
Well, the thing with the X limit, if he hits 30, his car is just going to disappear. He's going to be gone. Yes, it's over.
The iRacing gods will remove you. So behave.
Absolutely. You will be straight removed, that's for sure. Now, here we go. We're starting to see a little bit of this singling out. We always got a couple guys making a dive. Joshua Suss, how about him coming out of nowhere in this 80 machine? He's at 5 spot. Starting to put a little pressure on the leaders. Rodriguez and Cherry. Oh, Cherry's in the wall just a bit. Oh, good save, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Accordion.
Steve.
Oh, the Hillbilly Barnett.
And Caulfield.
Someone else. Cofield. 2 heavy hitters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an accordion event or if we just kind of saw the same situation. We'll just have to stop, take a look right here. Focus in on, we're going 3 wide with Richardson.
It's going to be slide up there and it'll be a rebound effect. Yep.
Slid up. Yep. Cofield came up off the bottom, got a hold of Barnett, and that pushed them both to the inside wall.
See them both on the locking up the fronts. Bang, bang. Shot you down. Bang, bang.
I don't think that's good for either one, really. But that's 2 heavy hitters right there.
Yeah.
But we saw Barnett with a second place finish a couple weeks ago. He's starting to really come alive. Looks like Cofield maybe got the seam down here or just.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It comes up, doesn't it? 58.
Yeah, he just pushed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Straight into the side of the 42.
I think that's exactly
Murph
what you said.
Just missed it.
Oh, doesn't look like a heavy impact to the front there, but remember, no fast repairs in the series, so you got to take that damage and on the chin there and brush it off. As I said, two big heavy hitters in the NASRA 360 Racing Network. But, unusual for both those to be running essentially pretty much in the mid 3/4 of the field, isn't it? Because usually they're the heavy hitters that run up the front.
Yeah, I feel like they're probably just biding their time, waiting. Now, this will get interesting. If you said it's 33 on fuel, we should see the entire field probably come down to top off. We'll just have to wait and see once pit road is open.
Cherry did the dummy.
We got a little
Shane Trotter took the bait.
Trotter took it.
Yeah.
I think they're thinking with these caution laps, they'll be able to make it to lap 40, which will be the competition caution. So that's interesting. I thought maybe a couple more guys would do it. Folks out there in watching land, put your comments in the section for us, please. We like those. We know Wesley's not here tonight with his dulcet tones, so we need somebody in that chat room. Tell me how bad I am. Tell me how good I am. I don't even care. Comment. Tell us who you think's going to win. Do all the good things. That helps the channel, helps us get along. Like, subscribe. Do all those good things for us to help our sponsors.
That's right. It's crickets out there in the chat at the moment, so... Wesley, unfortunately, has a real-life broadcast. I think it's baseball. His team at the local stadium or whatever that he supports, he does the voiceover commentary for made their playoffs or something like that. So he was obligated to do that first. He always does his real-life broadcast first, but because they made their playoffs or whatever it is, and, he's got to do that. That's what I said. I was saying to people on his radio, because he usually has the CRN radio, I'll be like, wouldn't you be supporting the other team so that frees up Wesley if they don't make the playoffs?
Yeah, that's what it should be, right? Working our second caution of the evening, lap 20, about to start lap 21. Hopefully the lights will go off. I'm not as good a storyteller as Wesley, but I can tell you about the racing, so hopefully we can get the racing in.
Yeah.
And as you said, Dean, that 6 hours of Daytona coming up here. What is that? Just a couple of days away.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to that event myself. I don't know if I'm going to try to help them on the broadcast. I don't know exactly what, but
probably
like I said,
would
folks,
need
if
you,
haven't
Mike.
seen the track,
Yeah,
it's fun.
absolutely. And helping out the broadcast would be absolutely fantastic, or even maybe even with the race control as well, too, because you know that. But always would welcome you, Mike.
Well, it starts at 1 o'clock. I believe that's 1 o'clock East, May 31st. You see it there, the one fast repair, folks. That's if you wipe out, you can get into pits and they'll get you one fresh car for a 6-hour event. Mm-hmm. 2-man teams, 20 teams per class. All these are different. If you've watched the Rolex 24, that's kind of what you're going to see. You'll see some cars much faster than other cars, but they're racing for different things.
Yeah.
So either way, it's a great track. You come off the infield, you make that left, and you are wide open, and then all of a sudden you are on the binders in the chicane, back into turn 3 and 4.
And we don't know the weather.
If you haven't seen it.
We don't know the weather.
Yeah, we don't know.
And on top of it, you know, it is over it, so it'll be a simulated 24 hours. So you will go through the whole day and night, but over the 6 hours, of course, accelerated. And that fast repair is a key thing, because if you get early damage, I don't think a lot of drivers are going to want to use that fast repair immediately. I think they're going to be willing to sit in the pit road for 10, 15 minutes, even sometimes there, and get their repairs done. Because 10, 15 minutes is not a lot of time in a 6-hour event. If you use that fast repair early and then you get late damage, well, you could be in a bit of trouble. So that's something that you have to decide. Remember, being teams too, you got a teammate that you don't also, your responsibility, not wanting to wreck your teammate's car so that they can jump into a car that's all ready to go and continue it. Green flag again.
Green, green, green. Here we go again. We got Josh Rodriguez, Matt Cherry. They've been up front all evening long, but we're starting to see a couple other players come in here. Joshua Suss, the week 2 winner, Stephen Gregory. He's made his way up to 6th, working his way up to 5th. Axel Smith. All the guys we've been seeing and we're used to seeing are starting to work their way up here, Dean, and that's kind of what was expected. I mean, if you're good, you're good. What can you say?
That's exactly right. Look at this. Squabbling for position. 4 wide almost. At the back there.
Fanning out all over. Yeah, fanning out all over the track.
Oh, that's getting dangerous. I don't think you're going to squeeze in the middle there, but somehow, I think that's Joshua Suss. And you got Stephen Gregory up 16 places as well, too. Wow, how do they survive that?
Well, it's wide enough. You just got to have the cojones to throw it up in there, I guess, and hope. So, yeah, Josh Suss making a great run up through the field right now. And then, as I said, your players are coming, everybody. Keith Haney's hanging in there. See Peyton Johnson working his way forward. Asher Little already up into 6th position. Axel Smith.
They're 4 wide now. That is insane.
4 wide. And a big push up the middle from Gregory. He
5
just slams
wide.
in the back of Suss.
Somebody's gone on the inside apron to get out of there. I think that's Ashton.
Yeah,
that's probably a good idea,
just
mate.
Got out of the way. Yeah. Still 4 wide right there with Peyton Johnson bringing it up through the gap.
I reckon Matt Cherry's going, thank God I'm not involved in that at the moment, just with the slight lead, because this is just insane, my friend. And coming out of 2, they survived it somehow.
Yeah, 2 is just terrible. I can't say it enough. But yeah, of course Cherry's happy. He's had the worst luck you can possibly have, and he's able to keep in front of the 4 wide. Keep the clean air. Suss up into the wall. Got the marbles.
Yep. Oh, there's a
Everybody
turn.
hang on. Asher Little just went and killed Tyler Justice. I don't know exactly what happened there, but he did.
Yeah, I saw him come up there, the 0-1. Tagged him, didn't it?
The 0-1.
Yep.
At a track I didn't expect cautions we are getting.
That's Asher Little. First of all, he got down the inside apron just to get out of all that action. When he was dropped back a little bit, he's ended up in the action.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. I don't know if he just got loose, because I said it will build loose on the bottom. We'll just have to see, but he just shoots up the track and just slams into the 6th. Not sure exactly what happened here. We'll have to wait and see. See, Joe?
Slides right up into the 6, exactly.
I think I'm seeing there is Asher wanted to go up and take that middle lane, and he did not know Josh was on the outside of the 6 right there. As Josh was in the wall. I think that's what it was. I think that's an unfortunate just kind of meeting in the middle, but it really looked bad. He was trying to, I think, just to get a bigger arc, and this is what we get. But you see the 6 car here, he's going to come up against the 80. You see the 80 on the wall right there.
That's Joshua.
He moves down a bit. Asher's coming up, and boom. And then somebody else gets some.
32.
There's Chris Ellis getting some.
Yeah.
Chris Ellis, everybody else able to make it through.
Jonathan Woodward, I think, as well. I think unless Jonathan Woodward goes off track to avoid it, he's further back at front here. He's going to see that. So look at the yellow car. That's Little. And Woodward.
Let's look at it again. Little right up here. There's Murph. He's just making his way through. Adam Lighty coming through. And then,
he survives this. Woodward just goes on the inside apron. That's where you go out in the grass area. Cody not always told me that. Go into use the infield to avoid accidents. And that's exactly what Jonathan did. Dropped a couple of places, but hey, your car's in one piece.
Little lawn mowing, but he's still going.
Yep. And
what do you think, Dean? Should we take a full ad break while we get ready to re-rack one more time?
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to see too much with
Chris
the pits.
Ellis here, because he gets tagged in this scenario. So
it's just unfortunate looking. I just don't think Asher knew that the 80 was on the outside of the 6.
Oh, I just get tagged.
And Chris
late.
getting the rear end tagged.
Yeah.
The bad part on iRacing, you get that right front hit. A lot of times that'll bring in a little bit of engine damage. So we'll have to wait and see how he progresses for the rest of the evening.
Yes, sir.
But as this lap 26, I believe, is working, we're going to take a break from the Irish Hills here, and we'll be right back.
Premier
Starbase, 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
And we're back. Got their lights off on the pace car. This is going to bring Cherry and Rodriguez once again right to the front. But you see Stephen Gregory making his way, Hammond, Peyton Johnson making his way all the way up to the top 5. Haney, Suss, Axel Smith, Jeremiah Holt, all these boys. Look at Peyton Johnson up 22 positions in just 27 laps. Of course, the cautions are probably helping a little bit of that. Merck up 15. Miss Merck not even talking in the chat tonight. We miss everybody without Wesley.
Not to
Here we
mention
go.
Peyton Johnson took a little splash of fuel too. Back on lap 6, so he's got a little bit extra gas. Has a little bit of door bang straight off the bat here.
Wow, Gregory had a good restart, trying to take it 3 wide, but not able to quite do it there. But see Peyton on the high side. This is the side I've expected all night to really get some momentum going, because the car, when I was driving these cars, you didn't have to lift a ton. They're probably having to lift a little now, but there's so much momentum up there. But Rodriguez has surprised me all night long, being able to stay up there. Peyton maybe wanting to force this 3 wide.
And the sun's come out for the first time, peeking out of the cloud cover that we had. So that might start increasing the temperatures in the track too.
Absolutely it will. That may start, this is a very abrasive surface anyway, so that may really start affecting these boys here pretty quick. But you see the 80 assess, he's able to make his way out of that wall contact. Apparently he's up to speed. There's Gregory on the inside. This turn 2 scares me every time, ladies and gentlemen, but we make her through. See what Steven can tuck back in. Oh, God almighty. I don't know if he could have or not. Dean, that was awful close.
That's a 3 wide action through here at the moment. 3 wide for the lead as well too now.
Peyton Johnson on the inside, Rodriguez, Cherry on the outside. That's going to bring Gregory to the bottom along the back of Smith.
These
guys still feel like they got enough goodie. Oh, don't do the 4 wide right here.
Too soon. It's too soon. It's way too soon. You're on lap 30. Very close to pit stops coming too. We estimated about 33 laps, so we're going to start seeing green flag pit stops. We have to for some of these, apart from Peyton Johnson, who took a splash before in lap 6, so he can go extra further, get clear everybody and go out front. But what are the rest of the field going to do here?
Well, we'll have to watch. We've had a lot of yellow flag laps. They
true.
may have been able to stretch it all the way to lap 40, which I'm going to assume they will. But how about get a shout out, man, to Joshua Suss? Not somebody that runs all the time that I've been aware of, but these three guys on top really got something going. Timothy Hammond. Oh, goodness sake, man. Every time I want to call something that's 2, 3 wide, Axel Smith's all the way from the bottom to the top.
Look, it's Cummings.
This is going to be a big contact.
Matthew Cummings
around. This turn 2 is treacherous. It just is.
This is going to be pit stops for sure, wouldn't it? They were close in the field anyway, or they're going to, or they don't want to lose track position, stretch it out to a caution. But I'd say you might as well just go for it now, isn't it? Get in the pit lane and get some gasoline. We'll see. This is what happened to Matthew.
Let's see what Matthew had happen here. Once again, off of 2. 3 wide. See if somebody bounces off the wall or if he just kind of made contact.
Yeah, I think there's just a tiny bit of contact there. We'll see if we can
I think that's a clear, not clear situation. I think he thought he was ahead of Shane, not quite enough.
Yeah.
Little contact, and he's out of there. Usually that's a huge impact right there, but good job where he didn't get the entire front clip taken off of that thing, Dean.
That's true. That'll be our 4th caution, and they're down the backstretch at the moment. So is pit lane open for them to jump in? Let's have a look at Matt Cherry's field situation, my friend, and that should be pretty much on an E. Very close to it.
It's right there.
Yep. And he's going to make a decision. Remember, they're going to do a lot of, they call it dummying, right? So they're going to be pretending to go down pit lane, and then the last minute they swing back out just to try to trick the rest of the field here. Of course, everything's going to be in Matt Cherry's hot seat right now, because he's the one that if he goes in, a lot of drivers will go, I'll follow him if he goes in. If not, if he dummies it and doesn't go in, stays out, and the other drivers do, he's going to be a completely different strategy here. So what does he do? Ashton Little should try to get the lucky dog, I think, and get back when he's...
Well, apparently he's feeling like he can make it.
Yeah.
That surprised me. We see it's on the red level, but
that's right.
Inside the car, it will tell you exactly how far it thinks it can go. So, whoo-wee. You see him there in 4th gear, saving as much fuel as possible. But, wow.
Remember, everybody, it's a mandatory caution at lap 40, but it's not a stage break. So, to me, why didn't we didn't have any takers just come in and, so get yourself track position at the moment. If you're running back at like where Caulfield is, for example, on P15 or anything like that, why not take a risk there, go in, fuel up, and then, on lap 40, unless we have another caution before that, when everybody will come down, most likely, you'll just jump straight to the front and clear track position. I just don't see why we don't have enough people trying that gamble right now.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. All I know is seeing that fuel gauge on Cherry's car, it looks like my wife's car when I get in it every time. I don't think I would trust that to go a complete. Let's see, we're going to have 6.
It's like when you're young and you borrow your parents' car, right? You never put gasoline in it.
Absolutely. Every time.
You always return it empty, and they're always like, don't you ever put gasoline in it? I was like, no. I mean, they think I've got money to throw in gasoline.
So I'm going to say the yellows will go off this time. We'll come around. We'll have 6. It'll say 5 to go. 6 complete before the caution. So 12 miles on basically no gas. I'm absolutely shocked at this.
Yeah.
He must know something we don't know, Dean. That's all I know.
Well, this is a guesstimation. Now, we had about 33 laps. That's what Cody had informed me before. So that's just a guesstimation, of course. Plus, we had those cautions as well. So that's saved a few. As you can see, we've had 12 laps of cautions, essentially. So that's 12 laps of full speed chewing through your gasoline that I've saved.
Well, I mean, Cherry is a champion. He is a champion in the truck series, so he knows what he's doing. Boy, put it in the chat, folks. You think he's going to make this? We're going to have 12 miles to negotiate, 10 to 12 miles to negotiate on E. I don't know. Apparently, the inside...
I think they're going, you know what, Mike? Gas is too expensive these days, so we're just going to run the tank empty.
Oh, that's what it is. I should never even thought of that. That's probably right. I can't even imagine race fuel. I know my dad tractor pulls, and it's $25 a gallon for
What do you reckon,
a naturally aspirated car.
Jeff, how's your gasoline situation over there? He's the same as everybody else. He hasn't been down pit road. Oh, no, actually, sorry, my apologies. Jeff did. It's because Jeff went down on lap 6. So did Mike.
Yep.
So did Peyton Johnson. They got a little bit more. Maybe Jeff's got a bit more smile on his face now, and these guys are running on vapors, and Jeff can probably, use a little bit more of that loud pedal on his right foot.
Well, it looks like he's giving a double bubble a break tonight at least.
Oh, you wait till he get up full speed bump.
Well, that's true. That is very true. He's usually just
if you no
terrorizing
longer go for a
piece
gap
of double bubble.
that exists, you're no longer a racing driver, says Jeff Merck's shirt. Of course, that's his racing shirt.
So does Ayrton Senna say.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're going to go to lap 40. Competition caution at lap 40. Same players in the front, other than Josh Rodriguez has fell back a little bit, but there's Cherry, Gregory, Suss, Hammond, Costick. And we haven't called Mike Costick all night, Dean, and he's starting to make his way right here to the front of that 8. You see the 8 car right there on the inside. That's a really good restart out of him. Come all the way up from 7th up to about 5th really, really quick.
So impressive, Joshua Suss as well too, because he's coming off an incident that he had the other day as well too. He's still at work, so he's not 100% feeling the best. But I tell you what, he's driving tonight like he is 100%. He's obviously feeling a lot better. So good work there for Joshua Suss running down P5, P4.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I don't think these guys got the message that it's not a stage break for points.
No.
Here we go. Looks like Talladega at 200 miles an hour here in
5
Michigan.
wide.
4 or 5 wide, fanning all over the place. Murph, big run on the outside. We'll see if Hammond will cut him off right there. Oh, goodness sake. And Jeff, the better part of valor there is discretion. Using some discretion. I like to see that out of Mr. Murph because we know he's got the speed. But here comes Josh Rodriguez again on the outside. He's going to put up a battle with Gregory, Haney, Murph, Suss. This is the race that I expect to see. I didn't expect to see as many cautions as we have, but these guys have been very aggressive. There's that fuel tank some more, but I'm saying these guys are all good and they know it or they would have pitted. So we'll stop talking about that because they're going to pit here in another 3 laps.
Yeah, well. Oh, accident. Big one in the middle. Huge. We've got cars up on top of each other. Oh, we've got a flip.
Yeah, I started right around Joshua Suss. I just put the commentator curse all over Josh. There's Costick. I put the curse on him.
Damn.
I got to quit talking about it. Trotter involved. I got to quit talking about him.
Oh, poor Joshua Suss. Well, we both were, mate. That's not just on you, but that's... Well, we were seeing, how many cars were together at some point. Let's have a look at Joshua. I think he's arrived to the scene of the crime here. Not sure if he was a part of it. Oh, no, he was, actually. Tries to get into the 26.
Tried to clear himself high. Then, was not clear.
No, look at that.
Cofield getting a little bit again. 74 involved.
Who's the one on their lid? 90.
Shane Bowie again there.
That's Jonathan
who's
Woodward.
Flipping down through there? Jonathan Woodward taking a flip.
Poor Jonathan, I think.
Big wreck.
Have a look at this. I mean, he's just a passenger at this point, so you're going to see the accident happen up the road. That's where it looks like Suss comes up, yep, and then watch this. Nowhere to go, bang.
No.
Look at that. Didn't look like it did too much damage, did it, to the car?
No, it landed on the wheels and drove away. Maybe he's got a little paint rubbed off the top.
Here's Anthony Harden.
That's a weird situation right there.
The cowboy, he's just going to come to it, and he's going to have a car on top of him. He's like, what's going on? He's like, hey, should I get the tractor out and start towing everybody? Yeah. Anyway, we got pit stops, my friend. Right, as to be expected. Well, they're not going to go to that lap 40 because they figured that this will be end up lap 40 anyway. And they all are coming down to pit road. Even those drivers that did have a little bit extra gasoline.
Yeah, this is probably the mandatory caution right here. We're on lap 39. It was scheduled at 40, but the rest of the way will be no more mandatories anyway. So
nope.
That was a huge wreck. That's going to save a few guys a lap. You want to know the truth? They can get in here and try to get some damage repaired if they were able to get back. I wasn't expecting a big one, but turn 2, I told you, that's this calamity tonight, Dean. We've had 3 separate incidents right off of turn 2.
You called it. That's where the seats that you want to get if you're going to sit here virtually and watch the race. If you want to get all the crashing sounds and bits of carbon fiber flying out through the catch fence, try to catch it. Don't recommend that at home, of course, but in the virtual world. So
That does not sound very good.
Cherry will come out first. Well, bits of souvenir pieces per se, you know.
Yeah, Cherry wins the battle off pit road. He'll be followed by Stephen Gregory, Haney, Josh Rodriguez, Murph, Hammond, Peyton Johnson, Axel Smith, Josh Clemens, and Steve Barnett made his way back in. That's your top 10. And we will step away, and then we will be back to bring you the restart and take you the rest of the way through. See you in a minute.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup show. Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at Michigan. Seeing a little bit of calamity, Dean. This first little segment has been a little sketchy. We'll see if these guys want to get settled in, make some laps. We know they got the new shoes on now. We're all full of fuel. I'm sure we can't make it 60 laps, so there will be a green flag pit stop in here if we don't get it interrupted by caution.
That's right. But you got a feeling the way that they're driving 3 wide, Mike, and 4 wide, and even 5 wide at some points, that it's inevitable that, you know, you're just dramatically increasing tenfold the risk of the caution.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen it all night long. They fan all over this track. That's the fun part of it. But Matt Cherry's been able to stay out front all night, and he's going to control the restart. We're back to green. Got Cherry with Gregory. He's going to try to drop down in front of Haney, or is he? No. That'll bring Rodriguez on the outside right here. Merck's in this now, so some of the players we expect to see are starting to make their way to the front as we got 59 laps to the finish. No stages in ARCA. This will take us all the way to the 59 laps, so you can see that draft effect right there.
Yeah,
Dean.
he's got left alone, didn't he, in the inside there line for Merck.
Absolutely. You think you got the momentum, then all of a sudden you don't. See Peyton Johnson back on the move up. I don't know exactly what happened. He was up front and then he fell back. Now he's starting to make his way back up with Axel Smith. Timothy Hammond, how about a shout out to him again? He's been up here all night long. Looks great. Steve Barnett up 23 positions. Johnson 19. Gregory, Mert, Axel. All the names you expect that we've seen so far making their way to the front. But I think now they're all chasing this truck champion, so he's going to be a little hard to beat, Dean.
Yeah, I think Cherry's got the right call here. He just wants to stay up the front as much as possible. He's been challenged a few times for a lap lead, but he made sure he got out of pit lane ahead of everybody else, which is crucial for him. His pit lane time was one of the quickest, in fact, with the field there. 42 seconds, whereas everybody else is about 43, 44. That's in and out pit lane time. So he made sure he wants to be out front here. The safest place to be, of course, if there's an accident. So he wants to keep everybody behind him. That way he can control this race.
Yeah, the man from Michigan. This is a home race for him out front most of the night so far. Oh, this torn. Oh, every time we come off of 2, I hold my breath. There's been so many incidents. We see there's Matt. He's led 33 of the 42 laps. So Axel Smith diving to the inside. These new boots will work for a little bit down here on the bottom, but it will build loose as we saw later in the run as we were coming to the 40 to go. Or 40th lap.
Yeah.
Cherry, Gregory, Hammond, Haney, Rodriguez, Smith, Johnson, all in a line and now all fanning out all over this track.
And do you think at the early stage of this, it's important not to chew through your tyres, not to overheat them? Make sure you keep them safe, because if we do get a nice green flag run, you're going to need them later on, aren't you, to keep it on the track there and go 3 wide.
And a lot of guys will tell you the restarts are the most important place to make up spot. Get to a little cleaner air. Here we go 4 wide again. We'll see this all night. Peyton Johnson slides up. Stops the progress of the Hillbilly Barnett right there. That's the Michigan man. I'm not sure I said Cherry. I meant Barnett on the 42.
Yep.
We saw him in the, oh, wow, what a shot in the middle of the corner he just gave.
Look at that, the inside, Josh Rodriguez once again. He's happy to sit there and hang around that P2, P1 position a couple of times there with Cherry. Once again, Cherry's gives that high side there. Even without anybody really giving him a push, he's still clear just by, 1 or 2 tenths, which is just important for him, as the rest of the field are just fanning out all over the place, trying to go up, middle, top, bottom, doesn't matter. Just don't go upside down like we saw earlier.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to attack him, they'll need to get in a line. It's not a super speedway. It's not. But it races that way. The draft's important. But if they're 2, 3 wide behind him, he's going to love this all night long, which we have seen. As I said, and there's a caution. I did not see it on my monitor.
It's around Matthew Cummings, number 14.
Again?
Yeah.
Yep, Matthew Cummings.
That's unfortunate. He had an accident on lap 31 as well, too. Now on lap 46 is involved in another.
Yeah, 2 incidents within 15 laps. I'll have to see what happened here. Last time it was a clear, not clear. This time it is a clear, not clear. Same situation. Right into Kostick again. He got some repairs done on the last incident, and then there he is, along with Bowie. Bowie's going to miss it, but I just think he thought he was clear. He was not clear.
He's going to be yelling at his spotter, isn't it? He's going to be like,
I'm not
clear, you to the spotter. And that's
exactly right. Well, thank you, Shane, in there. Get in there and tell us all about it.
Hey, Shane.
Somebody finally with the comments.
Yeah, we thought that we couldn't even hear us the whole time, and they're sitting there wondering where the commentators are. We could have been muted, and nobody would have told us. Thank you, Shane. Sorry about it. Shane had a great drive last night for the Prosper Endurance Racing Series, right up until a little bit late. Sorry to remind you about that, Shane Scott, but he was a good chance of winning that race last night. He could have been the man to take it to MDW, but unfortunately he had a late race crash and put him out about 2/3 of the way through the race, I think, there, Shane. But he still got about 15 minutes of repairs or something, came back out there, and I think you got yourself just close to a top 10 finish, points are points in that series. Shane Scott, I think, would still be second in the championship behind the unstoppable, undefeatable MDW at the moment. It's won 10 for 10.
Yeah, he's great. Here's my thing. Now we're into this yellow. In the chat, I want you guys to let me know, too. What were your thoughts on the Indy 500?
Oh, yeah.
And the Canadian Grand Prix? I mean, do you feel bad for George there? I mean, he can't seem to catch a break, but it seems like nobody can catch Kimmy right now.
You know what I'm loving about that so much, of course, is that as much as it's got to be frustrating for Toto Wolff, like any team boss, to be sitting there watching your drivers just go for it tooth and nail and almost take each other out multiple times in the last couple of races as well. He's allowing it to happen. He's allowing them to race. George is getting, and Kimmy's getting into George's head, I think. It's really starting to frustrate him, and that's all he needs to do, because, George Russell's been with the team longer, and he feels he's the senior, and he probably feels that he should have the right to, be the number one in the team. But Toto's like, I got this young gun Italian guy, Kimmy, and he is quick, so, he's letting them race. And that's fair. And they haven't taken each other out yet, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Teammates always do. We've seen that before with multiple. But at the moment, it's working for Mercedes, at least, if they get both cars to finish. That was a car fault anyway that couldn't get George Russell home. But that would have been 1-2 if he didn't have the car failure. That's my point on it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Indy 500, I loved it. Yeah. I think it was the most lead changes of all time. Great finish at the end. And then, of course, all us NASCAR fans that are in the group right now, how do you feel how that race ended under the rain with Daniel Suarez taking one of the crown jewels of all of it?
Screwed SVG, mate, with his strategy. He had a good chance of winning that one until they had to call it. Because he pitted just before, remember, like that caution, so he was out of strategy. He was going to have the tires towards the end and the fuel.
Yeah, I was cheering for him all night.
You got to be.
The Toyotas looked unstoppable, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. All cracker racing weekend was across the board, apart from the sad news, of course, for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, other than the terrible news, we all understand that part. It was just, it was just a fantastic weekend of racing. Other than that, a lot of good memorials. I felt like, I don't know, I felt terrible for Samantha Braxton, the little girl, but good to see they were at the track to let the fans
That's got to be
support
pretty.
them.
That's
that was
brave,
good.
isn't it? That shows you how much most people would like to grieve in private, but they got out there and showed the fans that's probably what Carl would have wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what he wanted, and I'm sure that's why they were there. So that was overall pretty good weekend. Now, if these boys could get some of this yellow out of their system, I believe we'd have some great racing, because we've seen it 3, 4, 5 wide all night long. Great pushes, big momentum. And look who's back in it after smashing them all. Asher Little, already back up to 9th. I mean, he's got one hell of a pit crew or something going on.
Down but not out. A lot of the drivers have spent, there's your Wrench Wranglers repair bill, so you can see a lot of them have had that, but look at these drivers are back up in there. Ashley's 1 minute 45. Jeff Merckx had 3 minutes worth of repairs. Ain't over yet.
A lot of Bondo going, or a lot of Bear Bond going. It's crazy. Back to green flag, everybody.
Oh, somebody's
Matt
missing
Cherry.
a hood at the back there as well. Ted, that's fly.
Oh, look at his hood fly up in the back again.
Wow.
The driver will tell you that's a glitch, but it looks awesome on the camera. So
wow.
Cherry takes off, gets ahead of Gregory. Gregory is really showing what he's got in these ARCA cars. I don't know if he's hardly ever ran out of the top 5 in anything. Here's Murph up the middle. He's going to force this. Oh, good. They're able to ease it back in there, but forcing the issue on Josh Rodriguez, forcing him to the bottom. Oh God almighty. Asher Little kid.
He's a young gun. He's like, reminds me a little bit of the younger Max Verstappen, as Max
he's
Verstappen.
going to go for it.
Yeah, earlier in his days. Remember, we used to get into the elbows of everybody when Max Verstappen when he first started getting into Formula One.
See Tim Hammond really take a wall shot. I think he just tried to clear himself and just clear himself too hard. But all the while, Matt Cherry has got something figured out at this place. He's able to hold off the runs. Every restart looks the same. He's able to drive away 2, 3 car lengths every single time. It's racing in the back. A little bit too much wiggly for me, Dean.
Yeah. Settle it down, guys. I know once again, look at this. We're going 3 wide, 4 wide. This is a little bit of the to take me to the danger zone, Top Gun style here at the moment.
Big move by Barnett. That's who I meant to say. He's the Michigan man, Steve Barnett.
Merck to the lead.
From Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah, here goes Jeff Merck, everybody. We know he's
just clear.
Did he clear it? No, he just kind of put Cherry in the wall. I don't know if he put him in there or Cherry just drove it in there, but my goodness, what a save by Matt.
Oh, Cherry's giving him a little love tap there. He says, mate, I remember that.
Wow.
Yep.
I was surprised that turn 2 we talked about, and that has caused most of those yellow slashes you see up there at the top. Turn 2. Treacherous.
I'm telling you, my friend, Cherry's not going to want to give up this lead tonight because he knows it's the most important place. I mean, he's been controlling the majority of it.
Well, and he also knows if we keep the clean air out on the nose, he will have the best handling car if we do get a long run. Seeing the good numbers in the chat or in the viewing there, man. Get in that chat group, everybody. Like, subscribe if you love what you're seeing. Leave us a comment. Tell us how terrible my voice sounds. I probably don't even have my southern accent tonight. I've tried to be the broadcast. Cherry again to the outside. Big momentum right there. Oh, boy. These guys are dicing for the front all the while. That's bringing Josh Rodriguez right up alongside Dean, and he's going to dive bomb on both of them.
He might very much if he can get the run. But you can see that Matt Cherry is happy to take it up to the high side there and kind of cover that off. He hasn't been down to the low side too much there for Cherry. I think he knows that momentum up there has been working. But now you might get a little bit of a push between Rodriguez and Jeff Merck. And now he's sticking to the middle there going, okay, that way you can make a decision to go up to the high side or down to the low side. That's probably the best call that you can make there. The other drivers have to be aware of what he's going to do.
That's pretty much a preferred lane, in my opinion, once the tires start to wear. But we'll see what it's got. Merck's going to dive, bomb it in hard. Grip level up for Jeff right now. You see the steering wheel.
Oh, he's concentrating.
Yeah, not too bad. Doesn't have a lot of movement. So this car's handling well, but he's just not able to get that run to try to get on past Cherry right here. Shane, we didn't call you Jeff Merck, did we? I don't remember calling you Jeff Merck, though. I might have, though. I don't remember yesterday.
No, it was Wesley was saying something like that. He's just making a joke to you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Shane Scott, I know about the storms as well, too, because Wesley's electricity cut out towards the end of that broadcast as well. So, yeah, the storms kicked in there, and that's the situation. But once again, Matt Cherry to the front there. Jeff Merck up 24 places, doing a solid job. Steve Barnett up 28 as well, and P4. Peyton Johnson up 22. Timothy Ham 9, and Ashton Little up 21. Oh, there's a little bit of bumping. And I think it's Jeremiah Holt that's going off a 74.
Jeremiah holding a 74. I don't know what we got here. We'll have to take a replay. I don't see anybody else involved, so maybe it's a self-spin or just off the nose of someone.
Unless somebody's come down the fence.
There you see him in that white and blue car.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's up the
God,
road.
it was in front there with Cofield.
Oh.
Tyler Justice. Wow, that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. And Cofield all the way down to the safer barrier on the inside. That might be catastrophic for his evening right there.
Colefield's already damaged, so it's not Cofield. Tyler Justice.
No, it was Mark.
Yeah.
It was Mark.
Mark, that's right. Yep. Whoa. Oh, it's before that.
We're just
before Tyler Justice.
We're just getting
Mark.
a lot. We're just getting a lot of these guys think that they got a lane there and they just don't. A little bit of movement.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if the 79 kind of moved over or if Mark kind of got sucked up into him with the air there. We'll have to take a look. And the verdict is the 79.
Yeah, you reckon they were trying to get into? Well, it's
Tony Burleson there.
Yeah. And that puts Mark straight into the fence. Hard knock. Damn, it's not good for both the Caulfields tonight, is it? They both got some serious damage.
No, both Caulfields getting a little bit destructed here.
We got some pit stops here, so this is a different strategy here, unless these drivers are coming back in to chip out some repairs. But as you can see on the timing tower,
we see Peyton Johnson come through.
Yep.
Got Mike Kostick on there, Tyler Justice in the pit lane, Axel Smith in the pit lane. I mean, is it possible they can go 42 laps, they think? Maybe they're getting the top off, but I know they can't make it on fuel. That could be what they're doing, just topping off.
Maybe
maybe not make another stop. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I think because some of them still had some repairs to do as well too, and because we'll see. Know that Jonathan Caulfield has a ton of repairs to do at the front there as well. Joshua Suss probably still had some repairs. Chris Ellis probably still has some repairs. We'll see if they're going to try to chip them out while the rest of the drivers are on the back stretch, so they don't really want to go too many laps down.
Well, and as I said before, this X limit we've talked about, it was put in this week. When you get to 20, I believe you're going to get an EOL. 25, I think you get a pass-through, and at 30, you're going to be gone. And these guys have just torn equipment up like crazy tonight, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some name just all of a sudden disappear from the screen, Dean.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, they are still down in pit road. Suss, Ellis, Caulfield, Banks, both Caulfields. Anthony Harden's down there against repairs. Jonathan Woodward and Jeffrey Johnson, they've been on the meatball flag on the clock there for 20 minutes and 51 minutes. I'm not sure they're even going to get out as the lights are off the safety car, pace car. Matt Cherry, Jeff Merck.
You see one of our leaders got a penalty. I don't know if it's pit road or not, but see Stephen Gregory, he received an EOL. That's usually not a speeding penalty. I'm not real sure what that's going to be about, but it showed up on the screen that he got an EOL, so he has been moved to the back.
Yep, there he is, Stephen Gregory, number 61.
Not real sure what happened there. He was running up in your top 5 all night long, so plenty of time to get back up there, but we'll just have to see.
He had a crash in this one. This is maybe what... This is showing him as a crash, but I don't think it is. What's happened here? Oh, he's just pulled off completely out of the way here for something as he parked it and then gone back to pit.
He might have.
Is that the reason why perhaps they're giving him EOL? I'm sure.
That very well could be. You can't try to affect anything. Maybe he had something, something at home. That happens, folks. Real life gets involved with the racing once in a while when you're sitting at your house.
Yeah.
So it happens. So
your mum comes in, opens up the door and says, "You taking out the trash right now? I'm going to pull out the plug of your computer." And you say, "All right, got to take the trash out."
I'm hoping my mom don't come in at my age. That's the key.
I've had that before. I mean, not to myself, but in an endurance race, 24-hour endurance race, somebody just dropped out because somebody said later that their mum was unhappy that they didn't go down to dinner, and so they just yanked the power cable out. So pay attention if you're living at home for your parents.
Back to green. Let's see if Matt Cherry can do what he's done the last couple. He's been able to drive out 2, 3, 4 car lengths while these other guys try to get it all situated, and he's able to get a gap, but big push out of Barnett there, pushing Murph toward the front. Oh, easy there, Josh. That's going to bring Asher Little. We just keep talking about him. He just keeps showing up week after week, and here he is again, involved in an incident. Now he's back up in the top 5. You see Keith Haney. He's going to drop the red panties down low. Feeling like he's got some good grip here. I don't know if it's going to pay off for him down the back. We'll just have to wait and see. Or down the front. I'm sorry. I thought that was 2. That was turn 4.
Some of these drivers are a little bit out on different pit stop strategies as well, too, but they're a little bit further down, so they've got a lot more fuel to come into play, depending on how far we go before these other front runners. They've all come down. All the front runners come down on lap 38, so they've done 22 laps of fuel. Remember, we know that they're going to stretch it to about 40 because we had a couple of cautions.
Absolutely. I think 40 to 45, somewhere in there. They might be able to make it all the way from here, the ones that took fuel, but I think everybody's kind of counting on another caution. They've all got another set of tires. They're counting on another caution there. And how in the world, Dean, is the 29 back in? He's been in about 3 different incidents, spins, and here he comes. Right back up into the 6th, 7th position right here.
Oh,
of course, running. Oh, God, there's some more contact. Running that familiar double mint paint scheme for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, have a look at
a lot of guys. I mean, look at this thing tonight.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, up, up. Hopefully he wants to continue that up run and not go back down again.
Yeah, he's going to have to get an echocardiogram and check out what the problem is with that. That's an irregular heartbeat right there.
He comes up. Hold up.
Murphy's
still trying to bring it to Cherry. Cherry saying, nah, not on my watch, my friend. I've been dominating most of this race. I'm going to continue to stay up front. Leclerc now has to fall back behind Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez with the slider. Here comes the hillbilly. 42 Barnett on the inside of Murph. We'll see if he can complete it. If he doesn't complete this pass, well, they're going to fan out. It's not going to hurt him as bad with the draft. Unless they get all back together, he may be able to pull the slider right here as well, Dean. I don't know if Murph's got a little ill effects. We know he had to fix damage. May have just a little bit of ill effects, with the air and everything. That's why he's tried so hard to get to the front.
Here comes Rodriguez. Oh, don't slide up into him.
Goodness sake.
Yeah. You watch the exit speed from up top, but from Cherry. He should come out there ahead of him. He will. But Steve Barnett now is bringing it. Just about everybody's had a crack here, at least at Matt Cherry. And Matt Cherry is just holding that high side line, isn't he? He controls that one because he knows the exit out of the turns has that little bit of momentum boost.
Yeah, he's done it all night long.
Geez, I thought he was going to go straight in the back of him there.
Here goes Murph. He's going to dive down low, get in front of, I think that's Hammond down there, along with Shane Trotter. I'm just impressed with Trotter. I know we've seen him 2 or 3 times in incidents, able to work his way back through. Merck again, he put the slider back on Barnett. These guys trading slide jobs. Oh, my God.
I know.
Trotter cleared himself. Rodriguez got a little nervous, jumps out now. Diving to the bottom as they go into 3.
Can he clear? Can he? Oh, not quite clear yet, Jeff Merck. not quite clear. You know that Matt Cherry's going to hold that out. If you need to get that momentum out of the corner if you want to clear Matt Cherry, because he's sticking to that high side. He is not going to go down at all. He knows that's the spot to be. Yep.
Adam Lighty got into the wall heavy. He's at about 6th line on the outside. Now he's working the middle.
Max cleared him now.
Had a great run last week. Oh!
Cherry drops back a ton of places.
Cherry got into the wall just a little bit right there. This is the first time.
Yeah.
This may change a little bit when you put the air to it. We've seen him out front all night long. Barnett with a little shove on Murph. These two had a little disagreement a little bit earlier, but they're fine now, it seems.
Yeah, Cherry dropped back at the moment. He's back into the clutches of that 3 wide action. That's not where he wanted to be, considering he's been controlling this race. Steve there says, oh! Little love tap to Teff Burke, and they're into each other. Hold on, boys. Remember, you've still got 34 laps to go. You don't want to end it right now.
I think that's more than a love tap. My goodness, I don't know. I don't know what that was. That was a real late block or a, hey, I'm right here, quit it.
Oh,
God
there's contact.
Almighty. There we go. There goes Tim Hammond. There goes Cherry. He gets back in the pack, and he's up against the wall. Wow.
And Mike as well. So, Cherry's car, I don't know if it's just smoke. Yeah, he's not going to be a happy camper, isn't he, considering he led most of this race. What just happened?
We'll have to see what happened here. We see that one mistake cost Cherry a little bit of track position, and then here you go. Take a look here. We got Asher Little, Trotter, Hammond, Cherry, Haney, Richardson, and Tim Hammond.
Oh.
Asher got a bad push on the back of the 29, kind of accordioned it. Just a bad push.
Yeah.
Or maybe just right when he went to
29
move
hits
down.
the fence a little bit and just slows down and
It's
Trotter
I can't quite tell. It's either that or it's just a bad push down the back.
Yeah.
That's going to cost the man that's led the majority of this race.
Yep.
He's going to have to get some fix him up done to that car for sure.
I wonder if Cherry has enough time to claw his way back in this one. You say you're down but never out, and look at this. That'll be getting side drafts and back drafts and everything from back here as well. So here's Cherry. So there's going to be a sudden drop of speed here from Ashtar.
Oh, Trotter did. Trotter just touched the wall, and that accordioned it all back here, and then Richardson into Cherry, Hammond there. Haney can't get away. Adam Lighty got, bam.
Yeah.
He ended up with a meatball flag out of it, and
Oh,
then Cherry just gets destroyed by Costick.
Buff out.
Mike Costick Cherry's I don't believe he's gonna be up to speed, and the bad luck continues.
They're pit stopping as well too, majority of the drivers, so they're taking advantage of this situation. Look at this. Oh, you thought you were clear. You couldn't see anything but smoke. God. I wouldn't say there's not too much on Mike, that one. I mean, once again, he saw the accident down to the left, and he's like, okay, I'm going to gas it. And, wow.
I'd say that's going to cost him his day right there. All right, everybody down pit road, probably taking these last set of shoes. Take another look at this. Cherry just gets absolutely destroyed here as he turns around.
Bang.
Oh, bam.
It's an unfortunate and probably end, let's say, to Cherry's dominating part of this race, because if we look at the lap leaders, Cherry's name's right up the top there, 56 of them, but I don't think he's going to be leading any more laps anytime soon unless he gets that fixed. A lot of drivers down a pit road. Robbie Richardson here, our race leader, has damage. Look at the car. Look at it, it's just scraping. His front wheel snapped. It's putting him as late race leader, but he's got to come down a pit road. He's got a meatball flag showing next to his name, so that'll put Peyton Johnson into the lead of this race. I think he's just trying to steer this thing, if he can steer it. Once he gets stepped back around, he'll get called back into pit lane with his crew. You can see the orange flashing light on his next to his hand on the steering wheel. That indicates you've got to come down in pit lane, right? I mean, I'm not a driver, but I've never seen that thing flashing.
Usually that's an RPM limiter, but we'll see what that is. Yeah, he's going to have to come down. He's probably just trying to stay on the lead lap here.
Yep.
And see what he can get repaired. That's going to bring Trotter with him.
Yep.
It looks like Matthew Carabina coming down.
Yep.
All these guys will take their last pair of shoes. I'm pretty sure we'll have to check on who did what. But what an unfortunate turn of events right there for Matt Cherry. I mean, controlled the race, made one little mistake, got back in the pack, and then bam, that was it.
That's right. This is a 31 lap dash to the end of the race. We'll be 30 or so by the time we get going. Look at that. No, not up on the jack, so for Shane Trotter.
Fuel only.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's back to the front. He just got the EOL. We thought he was disconnecting, and now he's in second place.
Yeah.
Stephen Gregory back to the front.
Jeff Merck survived all that too. Josh Rodriguez as well. Steve Barnett. They've been running up the front there. Going to continue that one. Buzz has clawed his way up at a P10. That's a good job there for Buzz Mongold. Shane Bowie's been pretty quiet as well, but hovering around that. Ashton Little, we know, has been in the wars. Axel Smith dropped back a little bit, but P11.
We know Shane Bowie's been in at least 2, able to come drive back through into the top 10. We'll see what Coy Miller's got. Like I said, Buzzy, nice run for Buzzy. He just kind of hangs in there. Had a good run going the other day.
Looking for his first race win too. At some point might come, and hey, I wouldn't count it out considering we've had some pretty big-ish wrecks tonight, and you're going to be at the right place at the right time when it comes to racing. Tell you what, Buzzy, where you want to be in 30 laps to go is in P1. You never know.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Clemens. Probably had the worst luck since the beginning of the season. He's worked his way all the way back up into 7th. So you see him 4th car there on the bottom on the inside, and we are back under green. Peyton Johnson leading him down into 1. Asher Little's going to try to take it 3 wide right off the bat here and see what he can get. Merck to the high side. Everybody fanning out. 3, 4 wide right here.
It's a bit risky at front already, I'd say, to start going 3 wide because he's still not up the full song and your tyres are still cold. But they're going to risk it for the biscuit, I guess, because, you know, with 30 laps to go, my friend. You've got time to get the momentum going. Here's Jeff Merck in the back of Gregory. Poor Jeff Merck's, he's cool, calm and collective at the moment, I guess, because of all that door banging he was doing before. This is nothing.
No, this is just cakewalking. We're not door banging or anything. We're not killing that piece of chewing gum. I can't believe he doesn't have any. I think maybe he just forgot. Barnett able to work his way through that last mess, and here he comes. He is flying on the inside. Give a little door bang to Peyton Johnson. He probably deserved it anyway. Here's Asher Little. He's going to take it 3 wide as we're getting ready to enter turn 3. See what we got here all the way to the bottom for the 01. He's just going to easily take that from Barnett.
Merck takes the lead as well, too, from Gregory.
Slicing and dicing back there behind. We see a lot of guys, they think they're clear, then they're not clear, then they are clear. That's caused a lot of issues tonight. Asher all the way fence riding to the top. See Merck all the way to the bottom. So that's one great thing about this track, as I said. If you can keep her together here off of 2, this is a heck of a track to run. It's fun, fast. It's a great track. It just really is.
And I think Cherry as well, too, going back to that situation, you could put part of the blame on Cherry himself. He might be blaming himself because when he came up and hit that fence, remember, he was leading that, and it dropped him back. There's a little bit of door banging going on there between Steve and Ashton. But, you know, that's that one little mistake that creeped in when he hit the fence and it dropped him back into that danger zone spot, and that's what happened when there was an accident there later on. Otherwise, he'll still be up the front, I'd say, probably controlling and dominating this race. But
yeah, 100%. This is the battle I told you to watch. Is Barnett and Asher Little. They went at it all week in the chat room. Yeah. So we're going to keep an eyeball on that one a little bit. So Gregory to the bottom, able to slide up in front of Merck right there. See Peyton Johnson able to clear Asher. Here comes the Hillbilly on the inside of Asher this time. All the momentum on the high side, though. This is going to be real hard for 42 to do. Needs a little help from Rodriguez, but he said, to heck with that. I'm going to go down here and see if I can slide 3 of you. Oh, my God.
Keep dooring each other, mate. Like, whoa.
Oh, easy, Tim. Whoa. But he was sliding up the track hard right there. That was a good catch from Hammond.
Yep, I think you're right, mate. I got a feeling that something's brewing up here, for sure. That's a little too close for comfort. I mean, there is door banging, but how come you got 2 drivers here that are constantly finding the door panel of each other? And I think, well, the number 1's getting loose.
Oh, Josh,
that's Rodriguez.
Lost it on the apron. Hold it down. Up. Keep her down. Oh, okay. Goodness. That's a self-spin. He got on the apron a little too far. You get below that white line, it flattens out, and it bit him. Top 5 runner all night long, and it bit him just a little bit too low, and around he goes. I told you, these build loose as you go. You see here, he's going to dive bomb it down in. He was way, way down there.
That's true. And then
which is scary on a Q lap,
There
let
it
alone
is,
there you
isn't
go. He hit that flat spot
Yep.
and around he goes.
That's the little change, isn't it? The little slight elevation change from the inside over to the banking. And then you just lose traction there, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. It just takes all the balance out of the car and around you go. I think he just wanted, he wanted to loop it. A lot of guys want to hit that painted line. They say there's more grip on the paint, but just barely. You'll see it. It'll just upset the car right here.
Bit, right. Yeah,
right there.
Not a lot, but at their speeds, of course. Lucky didn't. He's on the anchors, so that's absolutely fantastic. And everybody had cleared him, but obviously iRacing just deemed that as a caution. So thus, that will bring up our. What would that be this evening? That would be our ninth caution for a total of 24 laps.
Ninth caution. Got
Gregory
a few
comes
takers
in.
right here, Dean.
Johnson, Axel
Here's the
Smith.
leaders. I'm going to say these boys have saved their last set of tires. Let's see if these things go up on the jack, because these are 3 guys all running in the top 10. They're giving up track position for this with 23 to go. See if the jacks go up under the car.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. They got the set of tires.
Yep.
This could be critical for everybody that was out a little bit sooner. So we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Peyton Johnson taking tires, Gregory taking tires. I'm sure Axel taking tires, or he's got a little damage. There's something happened because he's sitting. He may have got a speeding penalty.
Yeah, it just looked like something was sitting really high on one of these cars there for a second, but anyway. Jeff Murph in the lead. A few drivers sitting down there in pit road with a lot of damage. A lot of retirements now as well, too, I think. Yeah, we lost some big names there. Richardson, Cherry, Likey, Kostick. Harden, I think, is still out there somewhere, but he's about 19 laps down there. Woodward, Johnson. Yeah. Cummings.
Yeah, several guys on a little bit different strategy here, and this is going to matter. And since we got about 22 to go, we're going to take our last short little break here, and then we'll take you to the end unless this gets to be a complete caution fest. We're going to take you to the end after this break. We will see you in a minute.
Premier Racing.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
All right, we are back here in Michigan. We're going to have about 21 to go at the line, and we got to keep an eye on everybody 13th position back. First guy's on the new tire, Stephen Gregory, in 13th, Peyton Johnson in 14th. Axel Smith has dropped all the way down to 20th. I believe he served a penalty right there, but all the while, Jeff Murph, Steve Barnett, hometown boy right here at this track, Asher Little, Timothy Hammond, big shout out to him, having a great run tonight. Josh Clemens, all these boys up in the front. We're going to have 21 laps to go to the end. Hopefully we get some good racing here. We can bring you all the action all the way to the end. I look for Barnett to be very, very aggressive right here. How about you, Dean?
Well, I mean, being out front seems to be the key of this race so far, isn't it? That you get to control this race. So will he try to get a jump on Merck, or is Merck going to say, no, I'm going to be the happy? And if anybody you want to keep an eye on, it's going to be that 0-1, Ashton Little.
Yeah, he gave Merck a great push right there. Both of them timed that up fantastic, able to drive away a little bit from Barnett, but that won't matter once we get to the backstretch.
Wait till they get together, Barnett and Ashton. It'll be a very interesting situation with these two.
Yeah, the boys went at it this week in the chat room, so we'll see what I'm sure we'll race clean. That's what I'm hoping. And we'll race clean. Steve's a good racer. He's going to drive her down in on Asher and see if he can pull a slider right away. I don't think he's got the momentum to do it yet. All the while, Tim Hammond. Strong run out of Tim tonight. I got to say, oh, no.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yeah, that'll be... Was that a bump from Hammond? I think Hammond's around too.
I think that was a clear, not clear again, but Barnett able to drive away from it. I'll have to take a look there. Don't like seeing all these cautions starting to pile up.
Yeah. So.
Get a look here. You see him, he tried to drive inside. And it looked like, I think he thought he was clear, honestly, here in just a little bit. And then Hammond, they kind of sandwiched Asher a little bit here. He's across the nose.
Yeah.
Little tiny bit of contact, and then Hammond can do nothing about it. So Asher did a great job. You see all the roof flaps deployed.
Yep.
Caught it real quick. And away he goes. No harm, no foul. I don't think that hurt anything. So we'll just see if he can drive his way
Hammond's
back up
the one
through here in a little bit.
Still staying in P3 after this as well too. So it was Asher that lost it. I don't know if I was Hammond, I would have backed off on this one and just let Steve and Little go for it, because we know the beef between those two. But that
little bit.
But he saved it here. He manages to keep it off the fence and comes back out and maintains that P3 position, because that's the position he was at before the caution was called. So, but it was Ashton that was the one that suffered the most down at P18 now.
Yeah, he drops all the way from second basically to 18th position.
And he has a black flag too, so I'm not quite sure what that was called, but he has to go down a pit road now, so it's going to suffer him even more.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, he probably got, maybe that's that X limit we've been talking about.
Yeah, it could have been. That's right.
If not, he's going to be back here with his teammate Axel, and we've seen these guys make hedgerows every single time they race. They just come flying up through the field, so we'll have to see if he has to serve this or not.
20, about let's say 19, maybe 18 to go. Joshua Suff, Caulfield, both the Caulfields. That's good to see both Jonathan and Mark in pit road still getting those repairs done, as well as Joshua Suss, because, I mean, they had early damage. Look at the damage still on Caulfield's car, but he's still out there trying. That's Jonathan. There's Mark Caulfield. His car's looking a lot better condition. Joshua Suss's car's not looking too bad. They're trying to get repairs done. We'll see if Ashton has to come down soon enough. They're out of going into the notorious turn 3. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
turn
if
2
it's
is
a
the notorious
drive-through,
one. Yeah.
If it's a drive-through, he'll have to wait till they take the green and then serve it under green,
Right.
which will pretty much end a couple cautions he could get back into it. But
I wanted to check how those drivers with those fresh... So there, yeah, Peyton Johnson with the fresher boots there, Stephen Gregory, Chris Ellis. They do make their way up a little bit now. I know the purple's really hard to read. I'll see if I can get that fixed at some point in the future. But Peyton Johnson is P11. Stephen Gregory is, I can barely read that, 13th, 14th, 15th. So keep an eye out for them. These cautions could help them actually bring themselves into play, but they don't want too many of them. Of course, they can use the fresher boots.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, 8 laps does matter. To me, it matters. And those are all 3 very fast cars that have ran top 5, top 10 all night. So if they can clear the traffic, he may have a stop and go, or he may have hit that X limit that we talked about.
Yeah,
it's a new thing that's been implemented here to try to stop the rough driving. We're still getting a little of it, but they're trying their best here at NASRA to get the rough driving out of here. Give a shout out to Coy Miller, too. He's up here top 6. He's been involved in a couple of issues, able to get the repairs done, get it done. Him, Shane Bowie. How about Curtis Banks up here? Top 10. Tony Burleson. A few names we haven't called all night long. Look how little the field looks right here.
And they're in that top 10 when it's crucial point of the race. That's the key where you want to be. Somebody's weaving their tires, trying to get temperature into them. Jeff Merck. Steve Barnett will probably be happy now that he doesn't have to be door banging with Ash a little. He can then focus on trying to get the win here from Jeff Merck, potentially. Timothy Hammond, remember, he's been around all night, so... Keith Haney, you never count out old Keith. Red panties.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mercury control car holding the same speed. This is something NASRA also monitors. Barnett trying to get as close as he can so he can hear it. Through the restart zone, here we come. Oh, Quick move from Hammond to the top side in there behind Haney. Kind of hanging Barnett on the bottom right here. But he's going to push up as far as he can, take the momentum away from Jeff if he can. Not quite able to do it, and that should bring Keith Haney right along with Jeff Murph.
Yep.
Oh, my God, these guys on 2.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, we're going to get one again here.
Yeah, we are.
God.
Got to get the clear. He does get clear, Steve.
Oh, Hillbilly
Slightly.
slider.
Yep.
Slide job right around Jeff Murph through 3 and 4. Like
Yeah.
we said, Murph went through 3 minutes of damage, so it could simply be he can follow better than he can lead. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. We haven't called Haney much tonight, but here he is. Tim Hammond's been there all night long. What I'm looking at is Stephen Gregory. He's moved his way into 8th on the new shoes already. So Stephen is making
contact.
his way through. Look out. Curtis
Peyton
Banks,
Johnson's
Peyton
okay.
Johnson,
He got it. Like,
Curtis and Peyton.
Yep.
Oh, God. That was so close to a huge incident. Here comes Axel on the new shoes as well. Served his penalty and put the new boots on, or he fixed a little damage, one of the two. He started to make his way through along with Chris Ellis, he was on pit road 3 or 4 times for repairs. So all these guys staying with it tonight with all the carnage that we've seen at this big track. I just wasn't ready for that much carnage, but these guys are aggressive and they're bringing their way.
Again. Here we go again. Murky wants it back. He's on the high side there. Steve Barnett. Keith Haney's watching on. Timothy Hannon as well, too. They're the places I'd be sitting back. You know what Keith says? I'm going to try to bring it to you on the outside there of Steve
Yeah,
Barnett.
I like the high side here, but these two front runners, they're holding each other off. This will give Haney a big run around Barnett. It should, if he can get a little push on Murph. There you go. He got around. Good move by Barnett to tuck back in, or he was about to get steamrolled right there. I like the line Murph's running, but it does let these guys come right back to him on the straight. You see Haney should have a big run. He should close on him quick. We'll see if he wants to dive it into 3.
Oh,
big
he's
run.
bumping.
There he goes.
There's a spin from Corey
Oh,
Miller.
there we go.
Whoa!
Boy, Miller, bam. Harden involved. Oh, goodness. That turn 2 is just, oh, my God.
You called it once again. It's taken a few more victims.
This corner owes us money after tonight. Now, Rodriguez on the inside there, Miller in the middle, Axel Smith all the way bottom to top.
They went back and bumped each other there, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just door banging.
Yeah.
Door banging.
And this
Rodriguez able to get away.
Hard T-bone there. Bang.
Tony Burleson.
Yeah.
Big shot from Burleson.
And nothing.
Hitting Miller. Harden involved again. We've seen him 2 or 3 times involved.
Yeah. Nothing that Anthony Harden could do on that one. Corey Miller, of course, was the one that just, as you can see, with the one of Josh Rodriguez, and bang.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what Miller saw there. He saw him kind of, jerk it to the left. I don't know if he thought somebody had a little wall contact trying to get away and just, didn't know that the one was there. More than likely, that's probably the scenario.
You can see him in there, isn't it? And
Anthony
Harden's boot,
nowhere.
Bang, and
boom.
Give you another tap as well too. Poor Anthony Harden's been involved in a few wrecks there tonight. I think none of his own for the John Deere.
No, he hasn't caused anything, but he's been in it a couple times. Well, I said if it didn't turn into a caution fest, but we're already down to 12 to go, so I'd say this thing's going to get ramped up pretty quick. Biggest movers in the field so far: Barnett 29 spots, Merck 25, Axel Smith 18, Buzzy Mongold. Look at Buzzy up there. He's in 14th now. He's up 17. Stephen Gregory up 16. So what we gonna have here? 11 to go with the line. I'm doing my best to tell stories, folks, during this time. I just don't have a lot, right?
Brandon
I want
Broadfoot,
you guys in the chat group. Yeah. Somebody in the chat group.
Broadfoot was asking
Tell me how
before,
you
what
felt.
have you missed? You missed a ton of action here tonight, my friend. It's 11th caution, lots of ups and downs. Saw some big names get knocked out with Matt Cherry, who was leading the majority of this race early there. Made a little boo-boo, hit the fence, dropped back into the 5th and 6th clutches, that's where it's been a bit of a hot zone here tonight. Safe to be up the front, mate. Safe to be up where Jeff Merck and Keith Haney is at the moment. And if you can lead the next 12 or so laps to the end there, you might be good.
Yeah, it's been rough off of 2, that's for sure tonight. But chat group, give me your thoughts on Suarez beating the Toyotas the other day. How'd you feel? I know it was rain shortened. SVG, I was cheering for him. He was up there. Chevys were getting their rear ends kicked. And all of a sudden, there's the 7 taking the win. I was pretty impressed with it. He was able to at least hold him off on the restart. But let us know in the chat group. You guys watch NASCAR. What do you guys think of it? We're going to probably get the one to go sign here pretty quick.
SVD didn't race in our Australian NASCAR series as well, too. He usually does on our Tuesday nights because I think he was absolutely exhausted from racing in the trucks and the O'Reilly as well, too. I think he did all 3.
Yeah, any seat time on an oval's helping him, and it showed up the other day. I mean, of course, the rain helped him with his starting position, but he was able to hold it there all night long, take the lead at certain points. It had to feel good for Trackhouse, too. They haven't had a real good run of it lately with all 3 of the cars, but SVG was he was strong all night.
I say he'll be a champ once he masters the ovals. I mean, we know he's got the road courses pretty much done and dusted, but once he masters it, gets good with those ovals consistently, getting himself some race wins or in the top 5, then he'll be a weapon to watch out for the championship in the future.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of
he's in the
waiting
chase,
on that.
right? This season, just squeezed in there, but
so far, yeah, he's up in the top 16 right now.
Yeah, be a miracle. Not a miracle, but I don't think his oval racing's quite up to par there, but don't quote me on that because, SVG's
You'll just
from
have to talk
my
to
neck
him
of the
about
woods,
it.
mate. He's from New Zealand, but, that's just across the pond, about 3-hour flight from me.
The pond, 3 hours away.
Yeah. Oh, but he lives in Charlotte now, doesn't he? So
Yep.
you're not going to be flying
right,
from
we're
New
gonna
Zealand to the States every time you want to go racing, I'll tell you that.
We're going to have 10 to go at the line. This will be working lap 90 as they come back to the restart zone. There we go with the 60 of Murph up front. Keith Haney, Steve Barnett, Tim Hammond, Stephen Gregory, Shane Trotter, Axel Smith, Shane Bowie, Chris Ellis, and Josh Clemens, the top 10. Got a little blinker in there. Might be Peyton Johnson holding down the 12.
Green flag.
Green. Murph getting a good push out of Barnett right there. I said, watch these new boots. Axel Smith back there on new boots. Stephen Gregory, new boots. And
That's
Josh
right.
Rodriguez
Ooh.
is on new boots. So you see Gregory's already up to 3rd. Just 8 lap difference in tires. A little door slam on Murph. Pardon me, coming through. Axel Smith already up here in the top 5. Worked his way right through that restart. I got a feeling we're not going to make it to the end. These boys racing hard.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. I think you're right. Axel Smith maybe trusting the inside there because those boots, right? Looking quite good, actually. There's Axel. Keep an eye out for that 97. He could trust the inside apron and know that there's got more traction when you come out of the exit there and know that you're not going to slide straight into that car. But still the
Chris
front
Ellis,
there.
big slide. Yeah, Chris Ellis, big slide, had a moment right there, able to catch it. Murph, is it clear? No, but Gregory into the wall. Oh, God. That turn 2 has just put the hammer on these boys tonight. Gregory able to keep his pace, though. The wall didn't suck him back too far, so he'll take it to the high side. Shane Trotter right there in the middle. Haney, 3-4 wide. Here we go. Going to be 9
contact.
to go at the line. Contact. Axel Smith.
Yep.
Shane Trotter, 3 wide behind Peyton Johnson. Then really he's going to finally scoot in behind Shane Bowie. Tremendous racing right here at the front. If we could just keep it like this, hometown boy Barnett out in front. Home state boy, anyway.
Absolutely.
He's
Love to
hoping
win
these
this
guys
one.
keep mixing it up.
Yep, absolutely. As long as he stays in that P1 or P2 position, he'll be looking good to the challenge at the end of this race. I don't know if they really want to have too many cautions to bring in the likes of Axel Smith and stuff like that with the pressure boots into play. There you can see there.
Now we're going to see what the boots are right now because Gregory is on them.
Gregory's on him, all right? Yep.
He is on them, and he is all the way up to 2nd.
He's charging.
Didn't take him long to get there either. Big push out of him in the corner. 3 wide behind. That's what he wants to see. That's what they both want to see up front.
Oh,
here.
squeezing, bumping. Merck comes back into play there. Little wiggle loose.
God, Jeff.
Wow.
Big save out of Merck right there. Barnett back to the point. Here comes Shane Trotter.
Yeah.
That double meant Kyle Busch inspired paint scheme in the 29. He's been in a couple incidents, but apparently he knows how to get around this place. Gregory inside. Here comes Rodriguez down to the inside of Peyton Johnson.
We got a wreck.
And they're wrecking.
Peyton Johnson, I think.
Peyton Johnson.
And Chris Ellis. Actually, I think it was Chris Ellis, not Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson was just blinking for a second.
Oh, and there goes Josh Clemens getting a meatball. This man cannot catch a break. Every week, cannot catch a break. Let's see what we got here. We saw Rodriguez. He was putting the pressure to the inside of Peyton Johnson. See Bowie behind there. They're all wiggling around. Quick move to the bottom.
I think the 15's going to tag him. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that one's Peyton. He got a little bit of Timothy Hammond as well. There's Clemens. He gets a meatball because it tore the left front wheel up on it. Not a lot of contact, but just a terrible place to be.
Who's he got on the front of that car?
I'm not sure who that is on the front of that car.
So you're going to watch
this? Is that
this?
a Kyle Busch tribute? I just can't quite tell. And you see Peyton moved up the track, got into Chris, somehow missed Rodriguez. That little bitty clip out of the 20 just tore the left front right off the car.
Also, somebody lost a rear bumper on that one too. We just saw. I think that was Clemens. Yeah, Clemens as well.
Yeah, Clemens can't catch a break.
No. He's going to see that up the road, isn't he, Clemens?
Yeah, he's going to make an evasive move, but it's just barely going to hit this left front tire. And I saw the meatball flag come out. Yeah, that one's
there. Oh, a little tiny bit of netco, wasn't it? And then there's another clip.
Yeah.
That's
just
definitely
took the front end right off. Unfortunate.
So, we got the triple S's at the front here, don't we? Steve Barnett, Shane Trotter, Stephen Gregory. Then you got Jeff Merck, Keith Haney, and Axel Smith. So, a switcheroo. And those boots, of course, that you were talking about before, my friend. You got 26 laps on those tyres for Steve Barnett, 25 for Shane Trotter, 18 for Stephen Gregory. But are they out of that window now? You think that those tyres, after getting close to 20 laps, are pretty much going to be even Stevens of tyres that are 27 lap old, or do you still think there's a big difference?
I don't think there'll be a big difference. There's been a lot of yellow flag running here.
Right.
That's helping the guys on the older shoes for sure. But let's give a shout out to Mark Cofield. We saw him sitting on pit road.
Yeah.
He sit. There he is. With all these cautions, he's been able to work his way back all the way to 12th place.
That's
and we saw him with a huge impact on the inside. So perseverance, that shows you guys. You stick it out.
4 minutes.
Maybe you can catch a couple breaks
of repairs in total, and he's managed to make his way up into P12, as you mentioned there. So absolutely impressive. Joshua Suss, even with his 6 minutes of repairs, he's still actually running in P15. Who else that's right up there at the moment? Poor Anthony Harden, he's just 17 minutes of repairs, and I think he I'm sure he's out.
Buzzy's in 13th. He's had 3 minutes of repairs.
Yep.
A lot of guys just keeping with it, trying to get those points. This late, so far, we're not going to go green, white, checker. This should end if we can make like 2 laps, 3 laps here.
That's right.
It should end under the regulation time. So this is going to be a big one for Barnett if he can win this one. This, like I said, home state boy, been there several times watching races as a kid. So
Brandon Broadford out there in the chat, I think that's B Squared, right? Says that he's new Thursday night. That'll be for the Concerns Police Survivors series will be starting up. Teammate Keith Haney will win this. So there it is.
He's calling the red panties for the
race.
win.
We'll just end the race right now. It's declared, right?
Yeah,
Broadford?
it's declared.
It's declared. Okay, so Brandon's called it. Keith Haney in P5. He's down 3 places from where he started. Can come back there. There's Keith. All right. Apparently Brandon said you're going to win this, your new teammate. So I think there's a few other drivers out there that will disagree with that.
Yeah, all the new boots are surrounded him. One in front, one in back, one on the side. And always keep an eye on that 97, folks. He has shown how to win. He won Daytona. Was it Iowa he won or Kern last week? I think it was Kern County he won last week. So he's won the super speedways, won a short track,
Yep.
Now he's trying a 2-mile intermediate. I mean, he's just good, boys and girls. This kid can drive one of these cars.
Got to remember,
That's your points leader right there.
Roller coaster ride up and down there too, but not as crazy as we saw some of the drivers. But the more importantly bit is the last bit, where that graph is. That's the most important bit. Where you start is one thing. It's where you finish is another.
That's exactly it. That doesn't matter where you've been till now. So we're gonna have 3-lap shootout. Start at 98, run 99, run 100. See if we can make 3 laps. 3-lap shootout. Steve Barnett, Shane Trotter, Stephen Gregory, Jeff Murph, Keith Haney, your top 5. You see Haney there with the gold wheels. If you're pulling for Haney, that's him on the inside with the gold wheels in the 87.
It's got the Midas touch, has he? Everything he touches turns to gold. We'll see.
That's it. Barnett, good restart, able to get out. Oh, Murph, quick move to the bottom. We're going to try to dispense of Mr. Trotter quickly, but Axel's going to have none of that. He's going to try to give him a shove down in there. We're going to be 3 wide right in the middle of 1 and 2 where we've had all the chaos all night long.
Will they get through that?
Hold it in there, Shane.
They will. Steve's picking a lane. High side, I would go, Steve. It seems to be the one that was working. Talked to Matt Cherry about that earlier. And he goes to the middle here. That's clever. He's going to go too far down, then slide your way back up the top. And look at the battle there between Gregory, Merck, Hammond. Don't forget about Hammond and Rodriguez. And they've been right up front here most of the night.
2 to go at the line. Barnett holding off Stephen Gregory for now. Stephen, big run down the back, or down the front right here, though. He's going to bring Merck alongside. Merck's going to drop down to the bottom, try to bring Hammond. Barnett with him. Barnett smart. Slide it back up. Keep as much momentum as possible. Let's see what happens. Can he block this run? Because you know the run is coming. At top side, oh my God, there's all over the place. Josh Rodriguez fanning out. Here comes Axel to the bottom. Going to put the pressure on Gregory.
Axel just gets a black flag too. He'll have to peel off. Axel's got a black flag, so he's out of this one now.
That's going to be your incident count, folks. That's your incident count. He made
race.
Contact and we're white flag. Darren's now going to repair. White flag. Steve Barnett, Gregory, Merck, Josh Rodriguez. Out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon down to the bottom. Oh, God.
Oh, I think it'll be. Oh, there's an accident behind him, and that's it.
But here we go.
We're still going.
We will race till the end. We will race to the end.
Whoa!
Oh, and Gregory's taking himself out. Block, block, block. Here comes Murph.
Merck, will he have the inside run?
Will he have the run because of how Steve got slowed down?
I don't think he will.
Is he going to have the run all the way to the line? Here comes Josh. Oh, to the bottom.
No, Steve. Steve gets
Looks like Barnett got him.
Hometown hero.
Steve Barnett.
Yep.
Right there from Brighton, Michigan. Not very far from the track. Hometown boy pulling it off. But wow, what a run out of Rodriguez. And we'll have to go back, and it'll take a while for scoring to situate all that chaos off of 2. We see it over and over tonight. Now there's a block, there's a block, there's another block, and away goes Gregory. We'll have to see how they score this. I think that's probably a okay move. But right here, I thought Merck had the momentum. Barnett had got checked up, but look at Rodriguez come off this corner.
Yeah.
Merck back and forth, doesn't know where to go.
Look at that. Wow.
And there you go. Great finish to a really good race, and congratulations to Steve the Hillbilly Barnett. We knew he was just a matter of time, right, Dean? He's starting to really run better. He got this new equipment, better equipped, and he's starting to really show out.
He'll have a huge cheer from the crowds too. He's probably got all his family members and everybody here watching him, as you said, just down the road here from the track. They'd be really loving this. It's nothing like winning your home state. You know?
Absolutely. That is absolutely. We'll watch him burn it down, and we'll get ready to bring up your official results. Took a while for the scoring to kind of figure itself out after all that calamity, but we'll bring that to you right away. And there you go. Steve Barnett, your winner. Jeff Murph, second. Josh Rodriguez, third. We'll bring them up. We'll talk to all of them here in just a little bit. Our charger goes to Steve Barnett as well. Most laps led Matt Cherry with 56 and just caught up in a bad incident. Timothy Hamlin with your fastest lap, and Josh Rodriguez on the pole. So in recap, we got Steve Barnett, your winner, Jeff Merck second, Josh Rodriguez, Timothy Hammond fourth, Fuzzy Mongol fifth, Joshua Shuss sixth, Matthew Carabina, never called his name much tonight, but there you go, seventh place, Tony Burleson eighth, Chris Ellis fighting back all the way to ninth, and Keith Haney will finish 10th team.
Over to Corey Miller there in the 11th spot, alongside Shane Trotter in the 13th spot there. Shane Buey will be finishing in the 14th place where he started the race. Axel Smith ended up P15 up 10 places. Good job there for Mark Caulfield. And then Jonathan Caulfield behind him as well too. They had a lot of repairs and they managed to still get 16th and 17th. Curtis Banks, Peyton Johnson as well. Another good result for a fight back there. And Taylor Justice in P20.
Yeah, all the rest of these guys, several laps down. Finished 21st, Josh Clemens. 22nd, Anthony Harden. 23rd, Asher Little. Matt Cherry brings home 24th after a very strong run. Adam Lighty, 25th. Robert Richardson, 26th. Mike Costick, 27th. Jeremiah Holt is 28th. Matthew Cummins, 29th. Carson Woodward, 30th. Then finishing up first, we got Jonathan Woodward. We've seen him flipping down the backstretch. And then JJ finishing 32nd. Caught up on an early wreck. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. We're going to try to gather up all the top 3 finishers, and we will bring them to you live when we come back.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Back live here in Michigan International Speedway, and I am happy to bring in the hometown driver of the 42, the Hillbilly, Steve Barnett. And Steve, great race today. Not a lot of ups and downs, ran up front a lot, but give us your take on what happened out there tonight.
At first, I thought we were going to have some long runs, so I was being easy on the tires and realized that I wasn't driving hard enough. And next thing you know, I started driving her, and then I was up front and stayed up front, and it was a great race. I mean, I had a lot of fun with everybody banging doors, pushing each other into corners. You know, it was a good time.
Well, you said at Daytona you were going to win here. I guess you got a way to, get around this place a little bit. You say, what, this is your 5th or 6th NASRA win at Michigan? I mean, this just seems to be a great track for you. What's the secret?
I've seen cars go around this track since I was 8 years old in person. So just kind of follow their lines, and it, comes over into iRacing, and it works.
It certainly worked tonight for you, but this is great. You got that new equipment dialed in for sure. I tell you what, I'll give you all the time you need, man. Shout out all them sponsors, all the people you want to thank.
Yeah, just shout out to my fishing lure company, Hillbilly Custom Baits. If you guys like fishing, I make fishing lures. I might cut you a deal. Unless you wrecked me before, then I probably won't. Shout out to the Bandits guys, and apologies to Jonathan. Me and him love Michigan, and the last 2 times we've been on this track together, we've wrecked each other, or I wrecked him, or vice versa, whatever. But apologize to him for that. Hopefully I don't lose my seat in the Monday series. Just kidding. And shout out to my dad. Hopefully he was still awake and saw this win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your winner, the driver of the 42, Steve Barnett. Congratulations, Steve. We'll see you next week at Phoenix.
See ya.
Now we'll bring in the 2nd place finisher, Jeff Merck. And Jeff, we saw you had a little damage repair to take care of. still a great run, but does that affect your pace when you were getting out front or anything, or do you think that was bothering you?
Yeah, I think it was hurting the straightaway speed a little bit. I think Gregory or somebody mentioned it to me that down the straightaways I was a little slower because I had that right rear skirt damage on the back, so the air wasn't going around it the way it was supposed to. So it was parachuting a little bit, but I mean, still a good run for the 60 car. I mean, starting on pit road to second place, I'll take it. I mean, might want to look at that last lap, but I think that's just a glitch in these cars. It looked like he was clear, but also looked like he grabbed his nose and turned Stephen Gregory. I think Stephen Gregory would have won that race, but that's not my job, so I just keep my mouth shut.
That's not my job either, buddy. That's what I'll just have to wait and see what they got to say about it.
Yep.
But other than that, I mean, up and down all night. How much different are these cars than the trucks we normally see you driving? Is it a lot different, or is it simply still a momentum game?
Oh yeah, it's this car. Well, here it's all about draft. The car behind you gets such a huge run down the straightaways, especially if there's somebody behind them. I mean, they're doing into the straightaway. They're probably doing 6-7 mile an hour faster than the car in front of them at the end of the straightaway if you time it right. But yeah, they're basically a truck with less horsepower. Basically, especially on a track like this, it's about entry. Keeping your on throttle so you keep your momentum built up for the straightaways. I was kind of dodging that wreck. I think Asher off of 4. I think they were either 3 or 4 wide off the corner, and it happened so fast I didn't get a real good look at it. He put it on Asher, but I wasn't real sure about that. So I just tried to weed my way through there, and I think I got clipped. Just the net code clip on the right rear gave me about 28 seconds of damage. And I wasn't going to the back again because it's just too hard to get the track position back. So I just still had about 25 seconds of damage.
Well, still a great run out of you, Jeff. I saw some good things that I liked out of it, 60 car tonight. So shout out to those sponsors, my guy, and we'll see you in Phoenix next week.
Yeah, a big shout out to my wife inside. She's probably watching. See if I can get these guys to turn this chat off. But anyway, at Florida Southwestern College for being on the car. My son's going there in the fall. He's really excited about that. He starts August 24th, I think. Virtual Michigan for having us. Cody Knott for RC, and you guys for doing the broadcast. My wife's crush, Dean Biggles, always behind the cameras, doing a great job. I think he's behind the mic tonight as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking forward to Phoenix.
All right, we'll see you in Phoenix, Jeff. There's your second place finisher, Jeff Murph, and that'll bring us to the pole sitter tonight. Brought it home in a third place, put some tires on at the end of it, and gave it one hell of a run. And Josh Rodriguez, I got to say, man, pretty impressive tonight. A lot of speed in that car. What was your take of the race?
I think it's all because of the scheme. I'm trying to make it 3 wide by myself every time I had a huge run and just drive right in there and hope it sticks. This track's a lot of fun. It's basically one of those kind of tracks where you gotta drive in full commitment, hope it sticks, and then go for it. But good job by everyone around us towards the end to try to keep it all together. Great racing all around. It got a little hairy in the back when I kind of self-spun myself. But driving through the field, trying to be smart as possible to get to this position, and tried to see if I could get lucky into a win by going low and hoping they wrecked each other there. But no, that was a great 3 wide photo finish. It was very respectful. I loved every bit of it.
Well, I was watching there because you guys had 8 lap better tires, and we saw the run you had off of 4 on that last lap right there. Do you think just a matter of just ran out of laps, right? I mean, great run overall. Tony the Tiger on there, the old Kellogg scheme. We love it. I'm sure that's for Kyle Busch back in the Hendrick days. So great job on the scheme, great job on the drive. And I'll give you time now. You, man, take your time. Shout out your sponsors. Tell us all about what you love about it.
Yeah. Honestly, thank you to my friends over at at Foreign Fuel Podcast. Those guys do a really good job at trying to deliver media. They're up and coming, and they're doing a really, really good job at putting themselves out there. So I'm just going to give a shout out to them. HendrickCars.com. I just moved over to Concord, and I started working for one of the Hendrick dealers. So come by and check us out. If you need a car, come see us, and I can take care of you. So honestly, this race was a lot of fun. Glad we got third. Gonna go for the win next time I get a shot.
All right, there's your third place finisher, Josh Rodriguez, and Josh, we'll see you in Phoenix.
See you in Phoenix.
All right, Dean, what your take here, buddy? I mean, you had the cameras on it all night. You're working too hard to really get into it there, but you saw a lot of what I saw. Great racing. Turn 2 was absolutely calamitous. It was wicked, but overall, what was your take, bud?
I enjoyed it. I mean, 4-wide action, 5-wide action, sometimes tons of 3-wide action. Turn 2, carnage most of the time. Lots of caution, switch things all around there. As I said, like a lot of drivers were involved in some accidents, no fault for their own. Also, there was a question out there in the chat. What is with this black flag? We know what the BS means there. Mike, you could probably explain that one if you're still listening out there. It's a new rule that was introduced tonight. Real quick.
Yeah, for the information, if you're still in the chat group there was a new rule implemented for a damage rule. You get a certain amount of X on each bit of damage your car sustains. And if you reached 20, you got a penalty. If you reached 25, you got another penalty. And if you reached 30, you were disqualified. So I'm pretty sure that's probably what it was. I hadn't seen that question, but thank you for the question. Hopefully I answered as good as I could.
There you go. So that's explaining it, because that's just a situation that they're bringing in, and that's the rules that are getting there. Drivers are, and it's fair to everybody. Everybody that rule applies to. So it's just a matter of your driving style and see if you can keep it clean. And then you can see the checkered flag at the end of the day. So, but of course, we thank everybody for tuning in. More racing to do, of course, is on our schedule that we have. Real quick.
Going
my friend.
Going to Phoenix next week, and then the Watkins Glen, Pocono, Talladega, all your hits and all the fun going to be right there, Dean. Phoenix next week, 1 mile slick out in the middle of the desert. It'll be interesting with this X Limit deal, because there's going to be some door banging out there, Dean.
Absolutely. Looking forward to Phoenix, of course. And then we go road course racing and Watkins Glen, and of course the Tricky Triangle. I haven't been in the Tricky Triangle in ages, actually, so I'm looking forward to going there. And of course, then we go to some of the classic tracks of that, as we're still getting through the season, and then we get to the playoffs on 19th. And of course, before we leave, don't forget, last chance to sign up for the Daytona 6-hour event that's coming up on the weekend. Last chance. Get in there, be a part of it. Lots of really quick drivers that are going to be out there, but of course, it's all different classes too, so if you feel you're quicker in the GT3 class, go ahead. The LMP2s, we'll need some more drivers out there. That might be more of a fairer field too, if you can handle the LMP2s. And then we got some of the really quick drivers that are going to be out there, like AKA Matthew David Wood and stuff in the GTPs. So they're going to be tough to beat there. So make sure you scan the QR code and get involved.
And that's going to do it for us tonight here at Michigan International Speedway. We see Steve Barnett. Congratulations on his first win of the year. That'll move him up into great position. We'll see y'all next week in Phoenix. And for Dean Biggles Hopkins, and for Cody Knott, and for all the rest of the NASRA 360 Racing Network, I will say, keep it clean, keep it mean, and keep it between the lines. That's all that matters from time to time. We'll see you next week.